A lot of people find it difficult to understand the Christian Trinity. I used to find it fairly difficult, but then I actually understood what a triune God actually means. And I believe I have a simple way to explain it. So, without further ado, let's begin. So first things first, the Trinity is made up of the Father, the Son, and the Spirit. The Father is not the Son is not the Spirit, and the Spirit is not the Father. But the Father is God, the Son is God, and the Spirit is God. So how do we reconcile that? Firstly, it's important to clarify the distinction between a being and a person. A being is what makes you what you are, and a person is what makes you who you are. If a person has a God being, it means that that person has all of the attributes that make God God. These include omnipresent, so being present everywhere, omniscient, being all-knowing, and omnipotent, all-powerful. Each person in the Trinity has all of the attributes that make God God. So with God, there is unity in being, but there is distinction and diversity in personhood. Each person within the Trinity fully embodies these divine qualities, whilst maintaining distinct identities. This means that while they all share the same essence, they are all different people. So what I am is a human being. I have the attributes that make me a human. But who I am is Ryan. Being and person are not the same. If I was to say God is one in being and three in being, that would be a contradiction. If I was to say God is one in person and three in person, that would be a contradiction. But by saying God is one in being and three in person is not a contradiction, because the being is the essence of what makes you what you are, and the person is what makes you who you are. So I am one being and one person, human being, and I'm one person, Ryan. God is one being, but three in person. Now, do we have anything like that in our world? No. So there is no perfect analogy or example to use to fully comprehend the triune God. I will say something though. I do think it's incredibly prideful for a human being to deny God simply because they cannot fully comprehend God. If we could fully comprehend God, then wouldn't we be on the same level as him? How can we expect our puny minds to understand something so infinite and eternal? It's impossible. It's just simply pride. Show me an ant that can fully understand a human. To be honest, the difference between God and man is way bigger than man and ant. So even if an ant can understand man, it still doesn't mean that man can understand God, because the difference between those two is astronomically different. So therefore, it is incredibly prideful for somebody to simply deny God because their puny mind can't comprehend him. Could you imagine what kind of God would that be if our minds could fully understand him? That just doesn't make sense. It's just pride. So to conclude, the Father is different to the Son is different to the Spirit, and the Spirit is different to the Father. But each of them have all of the attributes that make each of them God. And they all work in perfect unity and perfect harmony. So God is one in being and three in person. Thank you for watching.